Few matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport, more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations, stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Turning it on. Just keeps moving. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They go to the ground. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The ball pops out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Like a maybe fumble though.
I love celebrating that 3rd down stop, forcing the punt team on the field, but there's nothing worse than when your punt team coughs the ball up and you give it right back to them. And now I got to come right back on the field. Man, it's demoralizing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. At the 45, on his way. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone.
as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Oh, I can't challenge it. He was out of bounds like shit. Quarter ton out of bounds. That's fucked up.
Quick release by the QB.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Give to the running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Hard running there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers are on the move. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got a man. It's Bernard. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running into the open space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive.
He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy, and he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
With the catch, it's Bernard.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads quickly. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The short hands, it's Young. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, it's third and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a big key for this offense. The lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Auburn lines up quickly. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Going for the marker on the ground. The Tide will get the 1st down.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or... listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jump.
Gets away from one, finds room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He's got it on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for room, it's Young. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown time! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Myers on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Bernard. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Young. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
4th down, gotta have it here. He's going up top. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's got it on the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. To the ground with the back. Finds some fresh air. Can't get him to the... Just shedding tackles. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Since 1893, this game has meant